Distinguished Life Membership is the Society's highest honor, bestowed in recognition of outstanding contributions to the Society and for special achievements in ceramic arts or sciences. Dr. Alexandra Navrotsky.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends, it is a tremendous honor to accept Distinguished Life Membership in the American Ceramic Society. I don't know if I have had a distinguished life, and I really don't know how I got to where I did. I got up every morning and went to work, and all sorts of good things happened. However, I want to thank the American Ceramic Society, and rather than reminisce on all sorts of good things that have happened in the last 50 years or so, I joined the Society in the early 1970s when I was an assistant professor. I would rather talk about the present and the future. And the present, of course, is a rather unique time with the COVID pandemic. I remind you that biologists, evolutionary biologists, point out that evolution does not occur at a constant pace. It occurs in fits and starts. It occurs with what one sometimes calls punctuated equilibrium. Periods of time where not too much happens and periods of time when there are major changes. Certainly, there are major changes right now. So I would like to talk about some of those major changes because I see some of them as positive and as opportunities for myself personally, for my colleagues, and for the society. So first, let me talk about some of the things we've become aware of through the pandemic. Certainly one thing that has come to the fore are the intrinsic inequities in our society. Those inequities that are economically based, that are based on race, color, sexual preference, immigration, what have you. We all agree that we need to make the society more equitable. We all agree that we need to give more opportunities to people in ACERS and everywhere. I'm not going to give ideas as to how to do that, but I'm going to suggest that the greater awareness we have now is a wonderful opportunity. The second thing I've learned in the last few months, and I've been isolating myself a lot because after all, being a distinguished person is better than being an extinguished person. So I've been mostly staying home and looking out at my garden and working from my computer. And I've realized a number of things which are applicable both to me and in a broader sense to the society. So number one, personal communications, friendships, communications across the world are crucial. And in fact, we communicate more. I have heard from people that I haven't heard from in years. I'm sure the society has too. I can hope that the meetings we have will actually have more participants rather than fewer participants. I have also interacted differently with students. I have reinstated what is really an old-fashioned thing, namely something analogous to an Oxford tutorial, where I meet with an undergraduate or a graduate student for about an hour a week to discuss science, to discuss what's happening. And this works beautifully, and it works on Zoom, and it doesn't even require a mask. So doing things like that is a great thing. I realize also that the ability to do things online really opens the world, opens the society to opportunities for greater participation. Students, faculty, postdocs, people who don't have too much money, people at institutions that are not accustomed to participating can participate. And this really broadens the spectrum. It really is a way of bringing many, many more people in. And I think this is something that the society in particular should pay attention to. So then what are the opportunities? The opportunities are to use what we've learned online, what we've learned how to do, what we've realized comes more naturally to younger people, and really incorporate it into our day-to-day operations long after the current pandemic ends. I can see that the society will have a greater reliance on virtual communications together with in-person communications. I can see meetings that are both virtual and actual. And I think we have many things to learn still, how to make the virtual communications more live, particularly in discussions. So speaking of myself, I have a new adventure, having moved from University of California, Davis to Arizona State University, where I'm setting up a laboratory and where I am also heading a Center for Materials of the Universe. So I'm very excited about the future. The society should be very excited about the future. And I want us, all of us, to take this as an opportunity to discover new things, to explore new modalities, to do things differently from what we've done. We're not going to go back to the way things were a year ago. We're going to hit some other way of operating, and the society has to be at the forefront. So I will conclude by saying a crisis is a terrible thing to waste. The society will take full advantage of it, and our senior members should be able to participate and really to help lead, but to listen also to suggestions from the junior members, because finally, the society belongs to the future, not the past. Thank you again for this great honor.